Alright everybody, this is the new channel car. This is my 1996 GQ Patrol TB42 EFI. So I bought it fully stock, none of this stuff was done to it, and I got it for a pretty decent price, probably due to the fact of being a 4.2 EFI petrol, because no one wants that, everyone wants the diesel TD. So yeah, sold the MPS and bought this, made it my own. Nothing really special in here at the moment. Hooked up a coolant temp gauge by JRP. Not hooked up at the moment because it's a petrol, so it's got ignition systems and everything. And where I've put the sensor is not in an optimal spot, right next to the Dizzy, so it doesn't work. But yeah, this is the TB. This is why it's so dirt cheap. I got this for. No one wants this. It's shit apparently, but I'm gonna make it on par with the TD at least. Not the turbo. Turbo's I can't get it to that point. But yeah, this is why electronic fuel injection and everything is why no one wants this. But yeah, we'll start off in the engine bay. As you can see, pod filter down here, because the old airbox wasn't actually filtering anything. You probably saw just a second ago all this shitness here. This is just because the fuel pressure regulator is going out, so this is to hold constant 40 psi fuel pressure, because it doesn't hold that anymore. Got a new coolant overflow. Advanced the Dizzy a bit. I don't know if you better see down up in there, but I've advanced the Dizzy until it starts to ping, so it's as fast as it'll be for now. So I'm running the RAH Assaults wrapped in 35s by 12.5 17s. They're a neg 22 offset, so they pretty well hug the guard pretty much. Yeah, they drive well for some Linglong tyres. And I'll take you into the rear setup at the moment that we've got. So I've got the 30 litre King's fridge wired up into my 12 volt, which I'll show you in a second. I've got a little cooker over there that I've got to take out soon, chairs, and the King's kitchen that currently has my toolkit in there, and a few little extra things. But yeah, the King's kitchen drawer, actually I thought it was going to be a bit worse than it is, but it's got a cutting board, it's got, it's got a cutlery drawer that I got some bits and bobs in there at the moment. Then yeah, it's got a little storage there, toolkit's in here for the moment, for the time being. And this is what everyone really gets over here, is the King's 30 litre drawer fridge. I've put it in a 900ml King's drawer. I made it fit, did some custom things and made it work in here. At the moment it still doesn't really work. I've got to bend this or something down because it interrupts with the door. But yeah, that's just the fridge there. Gets cool, keeps cool, it's pretty good. This is my 12 volt setup. I got a 120 amp hour AGM battery, not lithium just yet. I have a little compact 12 volt box that is plugged into the fridge and that battery as well. Got a little King's compressor for the tyres when I let them down and everything. It works pretty good. I got it hooked up to a voltage sensitive relay, so when the battery hits 14 volts it diverts power and charges this battery. And as you can see, it's at 12.9, so it stays up there in the charge and everything, and can run that fridge for at least a full day without the car being on. And a lot of people might ask probably the side mirrors. They're Sanheimers. They're for a Y61, and this is a Y60, so they were a bit of a fuck around to get on, but made it work. And since it's the ST model and I've got all the electric windows and side mirrors and everything from factory, I could wire them up, but I haven't just yet. But yeah, as I've got the ST model with the optioned, I think optioned, maybe factory electric mirrors, so all of them work and everything, which is pretty good. And I also think another reason why I got this car super cheap, other than it being a TB, is the amount of kilometers that are on it. Don't know if you can see that, it's a bit dusty. 521,000. Well, I got it at 510,000. So, but yeah, that for a TB. Well, for a TD it's normal, but for a TB, no one really would touch it or even look at it. But I got it, and it's been good for the 12,000 I've been driving it for, which is pretty good. No issues at all. I've had to put in a factory rear main tank because it was only running off a secondary tank. So I had to do that and everything. It's been a bit of a workaround, but at the moment it's running really good. And before I keep forgetting, car is on a 3-inch lift. Got some Lovell springs all around and some Webco shocks. Don't know where they come from, but yeah, they're Webco shocks with extended sway bar links. I've only got the front sway bar in, as the rear sway bar, the mount on this side has been cut off for that secondary long range tank. They didn't think to put the piping to it around it, they just chopped it off, made it fast and direct, but it is what it is. I've chopped the factory alley bar that was on here and made it into kind of like the factory bumper, but not really, not trying to make it look like that, just trying to make it my own type of thing. I've polished it a bit, but I need to fully sand it and rework it. Chrome grille, King's 42-inch light bar, I think, with some Bushtuff second-hand lights that don't look very good at the moment, and that one is fully cracked. So I'm going to get new headlights. I need to get some new fog lights as well, and I want to get clear indicators, but they don't make them, I think, for Series 2 just yet, because it's a Series 2. I can only find Series 1s at the moment. But yeah, this is the new channel car.